Hello guys, so today we are going to start a new content from page 38. Last content, you remember a cash till, an ATM, a dollar bill, yes, you remember that? So today we are going to start a new content, a quite controversial content, yes? So let's repeat in the new content. To ban, Nazi, far right, far left, power, currently, Venezuela, the military, controversial, a regime, complete, a party, to forbid, forbid, forbade, forbidden, to write, write, wrote, written, to keep, keep, kept, kept, to obey, a dictatorship, a dictator. All right, guys. So some of these words you understand, right? This is a very controversial topic because it's about politics, yes? So the first word here, to ban. To ban something is to turn something illegal, okay? So, for example, people nowadays are fighting to ban guns from society, okay? They don't want people to use guns or firearms amongst normal people, yes, civilians. So they want to ban, to turn illegal, okay? For example, if I was the president, I would ban people from wearing black shirts, for example, yes? Yes. So a Nazi, okay, back in the 1940s, Adolf Hitler, he funded the Nazi party, okay? So the people who were from that special group was a Nazi, okay? So far right and far left are both political views, okay? They both have very different points of view, very different opinions, okay? When we think about far left, for example, in Brazil we can think of Lula, yes, for far left. And for far right, we can think of Bolsonaro, he's far right, okay? So they have very different opinions, they're very different, okay? Some people are not far left, not far right. They are in the middle, okay? Yes? So it's a political view, yes? The far left and the far right. So next one we have power. I think you've heard power before, yes? Power is to have power, okay? To be powerful, yes? We can also use for electronics. For example, I need to shut down the power of my television, okay? Yes? Press the power button on your TV, on your remote control, yes? The next one we have currently. Currently, it means in the present moment, right now, okay? So I am currently recording this class, okay? So the next one, Venezuela. Venezuela is a country here in South America, yes? The next, the military. The military is a group of people in a society and their purpose is to go to war or fight conflicts, okay? When there's a war, the military usually they go and fight that war or that specific conflict. Okay, it's a segment in society, okay, the military. So here we have the word controversial. I said that this new content is very controversial because something controversial is likely to cause a lot of discussion, okay? So politics is a very controversial subject. Religion is a very controversial subject because people tend to have very extreme opinions about politics or religion. So it's very controversial to talk about. Yes? Okay. So a regime is a particular government or a system or a method of government. Okay? So back in the 1960s here in Brazil, we had a military regime. Okay? The United States, they have a particular regime, okay? So they have a particular way of government. They have a particular government or system, okay? Complete. When something is complete, it means that it's finished, okay? This book is almost complete. Your homework is almost complete. Yes? So then we have a party. It's not that party you're thinking about that you go and have some fun. Here in this context, a party, it means a political group, okay? So for example, PT is a party, yes? The Nazis were a party, okay? It's a political group, yes? Here in Brazil, we have a lot of political groups. We have PT, we have PSDB. Yes, we have a lot of parties. Okay? To forbid is the same as to ban. To forbid is to turn illegal. Okay? So I forbid you to open your book. You are forbidden. You can't open your book. Okay? It's illegal to open your book. Yes? So to forbid is to turn something illegal. Yes? The next one, to write. To write, for example, an essay or your dictations, for example. You write your dictations. Yes? To keep. Guys, you remember that content when I said a promise made is a promise kept. Yes? So to keep is to hold on to something. So, for example, I want you to keep this pen. So you'll have it and you'll keep it with you, okay? And you can keep a promise also, like in the previous contents, okay? To obey is, for example, you have to obey your teachers. To obey is to follow rules. Yes? So in a government, you have to obey the laws, right? So you can't go out there and shoot someone or kill someone because that's forbidden, right? And you have to obey this law because then if you don't obey, you'll go to jail. Yes? So the last two, a dictatorship and a dictator. A dictatorship is another model of government, okay? It's a controversial one. Yes, in the 1960s here in Brazil, we had a dictatorship. Yes, a military dictatorship, okay? So a dictatorship is led by a dictator. That is a person that rules the country, okay? Adolf Hitler was a dictator, yes? Mussolini was a dictator. Stalin was a dictator, yes? So these are all dictators and they all ruled a dictatorship, okay? That's the form of their government. So that's about it. That's the new content. Easy, right? Okay, guys, so let's repeat. Yes? The Nazis were a far-right political movement and party in Germany in the 20th century. Some books were banned during the military dictatorship in Brazil. One of the most famous controversial authors of all time was George Orwell. In some far-right or far-left political regimes, there are many things which are forbidden. Venezuela is a country that is currently thought in 2018 of as a dictatorship. Adolf Hitler was a famous far-right dictator during Germany's dictatorship. Okay, so let's practice now. What is the objective of a dictatorship?
The objective of a dictatorship is to have complete power over the country and to not give its people the right of choice.
What has your school forbidden its students to do?
My school has forbidden its students to use their cell phones during the lesson.
Can you give me an example of a country which has or had a far-left regime?
Yes, I can give you an example of a country which has a far-left regime, Venezuela.
Have you written many dictations in English since you started the dynamic course?
Yes, I have written many dictations in English since I started the dynamic course.
Does a president have a lot of power?
Yes, a president has a lot of power.
Are there some controversial laws in some military regimes around the world?
Yes, there are some controversial laws in some military regimes around the world.
Can you show me where Venezuela is on the world map?
Yes, I can show you where Venezuela is on the world map.
Have there been many dictatorships in the world currently?
No, there haven't been many dictatorships in the world currently.
Do young children have to obey their teachers?
Yes, young children have to obey their teachers.
Who were the Nazis?
The Nazis were a far-right political party in Germany founded by Adolf Hitler.
What is the opposite of a far-right regime?
The opposite of a far-right regime is a far-left regime.
Is your workbook already complete?
No, my workbook isn't already complete.
Next page. Do people have to obey all the rules during the dictatorship?
Yes, people have to obey all the rules during a dictatorship.
What would you do if you had to visit a country with a far-right or far-left regime?
If I had to visit a country with a far-right or far-left regime, I would be careful about obeying their rules.
If you were a child and your mother forbade you to go to a party, would you still go?
No, if I were a child and my mother forbade me to go to a party, I would not go.
If Emily got a bad grade in the test, would she keep the results to herself?
Yes, if Emily got a bad grade in the test, she would keep the results to herself.
What are the two meanings of the noun party in English?
The two meanings of the noun party in English are party, like in a celebration, or party, like a political party.
Very good. Is a regime the same as a diet?
No, a regime is not the same as a diet, but it is different.
What is currently a controversial issue in your country?
Currently, a controversial issue in my country is the coronavirus.
Indeed. Have you ever kept who you voted from in an election to yourself?
Yes, I have kept who I voted for in an election to myself.
What types of activities are currently banned in China?
Gambling and Netflix are currently banned in China.
Okay, guys, that's it for today. See you next class.